Alright, welcome back. So this is the Samsung Note 9 taken apart entirely, and what brings us here is that we wanted to look at the charging system and then sort an issue where it tells us it was giving a liquid damage notification, and then we can proceed. So this is the first line of action. We're going to deal with this and then put it together and then run a test. So for now, let's get it. First things first, we need to clean the entire inside, because in most cases when these phones are placed in pockets, they tend to pick up moisture, from sweating, and
I thought they could pick up moisture from overheating.
no.
Do they sweat? As themselves.
So this is isopropyl alcohol, and this is my brush. No, this is like, you see how your face sweats, everywhere around the skin sweats. So now in the pocket it's even more common. Now if you like get polyester pockets, you pick out the phone and it's wet.
Sometimes it gives me that notification that I've been using it.
Okay.
Yeah?
You use it on charge?
No. I've been using
and
it.
It's not plugged into power?
Yes. And then when the power reduces and and you're like, let me put it on charge, and I be doing my stuff. When you put it in, then it starts to bring that thing. That's notification.
I see. So,
and then after they tell you, shake the phone, smell, put the water out. How? How did you even eat?
Should always shake your phone.
Yes, sometimes I shake it.
Does it work?
It works sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
I doubt.
I shake it, then I put sometimes, but rarely.
Yeah, shake the water out.
But have you ever seen a problem like that?
Yeah, on a couple of occasions. That's what I'm saying. The last option shouldn't be the case. Alright. So this is that. Now let me place it on my. Let me actually use my flow station to dry out the cleaning reagent. So this is set to 170 degrees centigrade. That's enough to heat this to the point of getting rid of all the adhesive, all the solvent. Now after this we assemble it. Are there scenarios where it's the first time you're plugging it in and it brings that warning? While off?
Yes. While off and while on.
Okay, no problem.
Does.
What is it?
It's an insect.
Oh, I thought it was a spider. I fear spiders.
It's there.
What?
Yeah.
It flies.
Yes.
The point I don't have anything that's white. It looks harmless. Well, I fear spiders, after watching videos of spiders that are poisonous being tiny. But the big ones look scary, but they're not HDMI. What, you thought you had seen a snake?
No.
Alright, so I think this is sufficient. Yeah, it's 10 meters. Alright, so now guys, let's take it to put it together and then run a test. Okay, so we're going to shove in this first. Alright. and I'm going to give it screws since this is supposed to handle pushing and pulling forces. But before I do that, let me confirm they are of equal length. Don't want to give it a very long screw that will just bring war. Okay, so I think that is fine. They use identical screws. How I wish iPhones would borrow the same idea. They tend to use almost 10 different types of screws in the same spine. So, the guy who made a joke and like, I think the makers of the iPhone have a family relative who doesn't know to make consistent things, always making different looking things, and like, I have to support him. I have to buy whatever he makes. So he ended up putting multiple screw types in. Because the guy is unable to make one consistent type. Okay, but it makes repair life very difficult, meaning that you really have to have very many types of screwdrivers to be able to work on the iPhone. Anyway, now that we are here, I think I'm going to put it back together. But let me just look for where on the bottom it has some cooling pads. I need to put a thermal compound there to improve the thermal conductivity. So this is the point. So I'm going to clean here and there, and then put some thermal compound. The one we're using pieces just to encourage heat to be dissipated immediately it is created. Right. Okay. The one I'm putting is silicone based, and you guys can let me know if it makes any difference. But I suspect it will. Okay. To improve thermal conductivity. Now we bring it together. Alright. Put back the motherboard. Board in, plug in the connectors. Nice snappy sounds. And then bring the front camera modules. I think this is the iris reader. It goes in there. And then the front facing camera. There. I think I should buy gloves. I like them. For them, when you're wearing them, even if you touch, they don't, which I found very weird. They don't, they don't leave that funny fingerprint stuff. It's been a while since I used them. Okay, now let's bring this upper module. For some reason, usually these Samsungs, if the wireless charging thing is off, it tends to give some warnings, which I found interesting, that charging through a normal charger should be dependent on this charging coil being in proper contact with the main motherboard. So as such, we're going to put it back and then go on to run our first test. So which iPhone did she get after selling you this?
XS Max.
They charged how much?
I don't know. Why are you asking?
At times I get for people phones, so I need to know whether I'm undercharging them.
I really don't know. She got it from a friend as well. So
Yeah.
you know what's connection?
I know. A SIMA for the friend. Okay. Turns out after all, this doesn't belong here. And let me put it here.
How was also thinking of getting a wireless charge.
Reason?
Of that.
You want to select?
Of those things, the problems, the charging problem.
Oh, it actually belongs. It actually belongs. It actually belongs. I think I was just using the wrong plate. That gave me the wrong impression. So it should be there. Then we can now bring this. But does that precede this? Okay. Hope so. Yeah, it does. You said you wanted the wireless because?
Of those charging problems.
Yeah. So now we sort of did so.
Yeah.
But to select it is still allowed. You can get.
To select? Oh,
Yeah.
the anyway.
Just be like,
where would I be slaying from?
Yes, take away better. You go somewhere like, guys, do you have where I can connect my wireless charger? Like anyone has asked you whether it's wireless or not.
It also protects you from. Can I borrow a charger?
Let me hold this.
Oh, that workers.
Okay, now we bring in and plug. Yeah, just you have my contact. You'll always notify me. So charging icon. 17%. So let's give it about 15 minutes and then come back and see what percentage, and then power it on, turn on the camera, start recording, and then while recording, it will be generated, and then we plug in the charge again, and yep, that's it for now. I'll be hitting the subscribe button. It's somewhere here, you can't miss it. Alright, so 9 minutes have elapsed and we're at 30%. So let's hit the power on button. And Samsung Galaxy Note 9 secured by Knox, powered by Android. A lot of buys. I wonder whom they're trying to sell this to. Like, does it run Android apps? Security or no security? What's there to hide? Okay. This wallpaper, you'll be fine. So, I forgot what I was supposed to be doing. So guys, let me before I record, I normally like to clean this so there's nothing opaque between the glass and the lens. So opening up the camera lens, I like how close Samsung cameras get to the image to focus. Now my experience, this is almost how many millimeters from the subject, but it's still in focus. Interesting. So when I measure this height, it's almost just 5 centimeters. Right. And things are in focus. Okay, that's great. So let me go to video mode and let me see. I want to record the heaviest file format, which is 4K. Yeah, it actually consumes a lot of power that the phone heats up a lot. So I want the phone to heat up. Yeah, so I can be able to test. So Ultra HD, I'm going to go for Ultra HD at 60 frames per second. That's quad 4K. Now that is set to that, we then hit our record button. Hi, would you like to see how I look like? probably not. Let me just show you my recording station right there. That's the phone that I'm using to record, and that is the Xperia 5 Mark II, Sony's 2020 flagship or sister flagship. And so I'm here, but definitely you guys won't see me because it's on this other phone. So yeah, so I'm going to let it continue recording a lot of nothing for some good minutes, the footage of which will be deleted. I am trying to simulate heat. Alright, I'm going to do it off camera and come back after about 5 minutes of footage.